Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to Endless Space 2. So there was a lot of enthusiasm for the Conquest plan in the comments of the last episode, and honestly, I'm looking at this, I'm looking at the distances we have to cover, and I think probably we can do the Conquest in fewer turns than the Obelisk victory. I do think the Obelisk victory will probably take less real time, fewer actual human minutes, because it's much less interactive, but I don't do conquest type stuff a lot. This is a good opportunity for me to kind of shake out of my comfort zone. So, where we are at on the conquest victory is we have 17 of the 32 required systems. It does not count systems that we have outposts on but not colonies. So Nakos will be 18. Deneb and Dorado makes 20. And then 21, 22, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we actually, if we just get everything that's on our constellation, on or near our constellation, we actually only have to take 5 more systems in the center. It may not be the case that the Sophons are total pushovers, but there's 4 systems right here in Vision that don't require us to deal with the Sophons. We might not have to fight them. I don't know what's at the end of these star lanes here, but if there's even one more system out here that we can just grab, that'll solve it. So, with that in mind, a couple of things we need to do before we head off. Number 1 is fix the beautifier design before I forget, which I absolutely will do, and you all know me, you know that I will. So, put a pair of Hyperium engines on this thing, make it go fast. By far the least creepy looking of the Horatio ships, I think. Even the small ones have an unsettling, I don't know what it is, there's an insectoid quality to these. Very upsetting. It's very upsetting to me. And the medium ones just look like centipedes, which is that's a real deep fear. So, if we're gonna do this conquest thing, that means that we can go to the microwave pipes in a lot more systems, because we're not trying to save the resources for obelisks. It also means that we have to do a couple more things. We gotta figure out a solution for our approval issues. What do you guys want? Every rebellion has its price, and that price is 25 of something. In this case, it's Red Sang, which we extremely have. Yeah, I'll just give you guys 25 Red Sang. Fine. Okay, so that'll stave that problem off for the moment. We might have some long-term stability issues, though, and there were recommendations to change government types. Did I pick up the thing that lets you do that? Probably, right? One of these texts somewhere around here. Yeah, okay, we did pick up government diversity. So, I guess I also could have just clicked on this button. So we could go to democracy, which will give us a little bit of extra approval. We could become a federation, plus 1 system before overcolonization penalty per hero. This was specifically what was recommended. I think this is probably a pretty good idea. We'll lose the effectiveness of some of our Senator skill effects, but I think we probably only have... Yeah, I think this is probably the only thing that's actually running that affects. There will be an anarchy period of 5 turns. So... I've already forgotten how the anarchy period worked last time. At the end of the anarchy period, there's an election, basically, right? A new government gets installed. So I think what I want to do is wait. I guess I don't know if this matters. What I was thinking is that it would be inconvenient for there to be an election followed by an election. It would mess with our government multiple times, potentially, our laws. So if we waited 2 turns, then the anarchy period would happen. The anarchy period would end naturally after the turn 100 election, but I guess maybe that doesn't actually matter. And you know what? If we don't have a proper government in place during the turn 100 election, maybe the Senator Bob Act won't unlock. I don't really know when I don't have a good enough grasp of when the non-party-based laws unlock. If it's just time or if there are some other qualifications. So you know what? I think we're gonna... Yeah, we're not really gaining anything from being a dictatorship. Let's go to Federation. going to be a weird party. I guess the thing we're gaining from being a dictatorship is that we have laws, and that that ecologist law was pretty good for us. That said, our systems are overwhelmingly ecologist, and, you know, Horatio's in charge, so probably it's not a big deal. Okay, the next thing we need to do is consider a more long-term plan. So are we still going to finish perfect negotiations into large ships? We don't really need the large ships anymore. I probably won't be able to build any before the end of the game, right? Cooperation protocol is probably worth having. We can probably get cooperation protocol rolling with the Riftborn, and that'll allow us to trade some of this influence off for some other stuff. I don't even know what exactly, but that seems valuable. And what we might want to pick up is a way to go to the level 4 system development upgrade, because if we can actually get that put together in a couple of places, that will allow us to build the autonomous administration improvement on some systems, which will, again, help us with that, that system over colonization limit. How many heroes do I actually have? It's 6-ish, I think? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, yeah. Okay, so that'll pull our over-colonization limit up to 16. So we'll almost not be over it at all. Yeah, okay, so if I was going to unlock this thing, I need something else from this tier. What looks good? Squad Think Systems is it's not an improvement, you don't have to build it, it just takes effect. So, for free, 30% extra troop damage. Be helpful if it turns out that we do have to fight the Sophons, or if it turns out to be faster to steal a system from the Sophons to get the last one, maybe. What else do we have a choice of? Extra trading companies, I'm not that excited about. Approval per trading company. It says system improvement, so is it extra approval per trading company that our empire has, or is it per trading company that's like, does this only have effect on systems that have trading companies? That would make it pretty weak, so probably not, right? Let's go for it. I'm interpreting this as it will be 15 approval no matter where we put it, because we have 3 trading companies, which sounds helpful. And who doesn't have their orders? Oh, you're still hanging out. You're still sieging. 375. We have incoming in 3 turns. No manpower. There's no manpower in these ships. Okay, so yeah, go ahead and finish the siege then. What is the... Oh, this isn't a siege. This is a... Right, I started a ground battle already. Well, good luck, us. And then we need to build some colonization ships in a couple of places. So fortunately, Nakar actually has pretty okay industry output. So it should be very, very easy to build some beautifiers. I think we'll grab Wardan right away. We do have to actually clear the pirates out of these systems. We need to build some beautifiers over here as well. Maybe in Kurha? Yeah, it's not a big hurry. We can finish building the colonial rights thing. So those are for Mira and Othero. Honestly, we could just go 4 beautifiers out of Kurha. Is probably about as fast as we're going to be able to get them over here. And then Rigashi also needs to build 2. Okay, let's set those at the front of the queue. Grab Dorado and Deneb. And our our Empire-wide approval levels are going to tank pretty badly for a minute, and then they're going to get a lot better. In 5 turns, things are going to look so much different. We go from the Horatio... I am assuming they would refer to themselves as an empire, despite not really being an empire. From that to the Federation of Heratified Worlds. How's that sound? It's a lot more Star Trek. A lot less 40k. Alright, I think we're good then. Yeah, everything we're building, I think, still is pretty sensible. We're just making room. I guess we don't really need the science anymore, although what else are we going to do with these systems, right? Yeah, the science is fine. Did I ever... Okay, yes, I did pick up Slag and Sludge Center. So, this is going to be a tiny bit tedious. Is this going to be a better way to do it? We just need to go through all these systems and figure out which planets need to be swapped. Okay, so we do get to see the resources they have here on this window. So in particular, I'm looking for... Sorry, this view. Yeah, in particular, I'm looking for worlds where we have Gossamer. Put that in the queue there. I guess Gossamer and what else? I don't even really know. Probably worlds where we have Transvine are important to specialize as well. And this is not a big hurry kind of thing. Just want to make sure it gets done. Okay, this is nice. We'll be able to get the benefit of the Slag and Sludge Center a couple of times in this system. I don't think I care about any of these resources, but we do care about the Transvine. It's going to turn out that these luxury resources are really important. You know what? Yeah, let's do it here too. Slag and Sludge. And Slag and Sludge. We probably will never get enough Jadonics for it to actually matter. But Ionic Crystals are a nice high tier luxury, which means it doesn't cost nearly as many of them to set up a booster. So none of those specializations are going to change right away because they all just went in the end of the queue for that system. But I think we'll get them by the time it really matters. Okay. Yep, you can see Empire output values falling, unstable. Hard to tell what's going to happen. Yeah, we're going to get him here. Oh, you know what? Let's fix that. I do want to keep boosting the pilgrims. It would be cool if we could get enough pilgrims to be able to splice them. I am not interested in a truce at this time. Or maybe ever, it turns out. Alright, somewhere Sisters of Mercy are having a real bad time. Also, Horatio on Zubin? Zubin is real miserable. You know, things are just going to be like that for a few turns. We'll live. We'll be fine. Not all of us. I mean, we as a nation. So these things are pretty weak. We now have access to a pair of beautifiers. Get you out and send you toward Warden. Come on, something really cool. I don't even know what I would want to find. Huh. You know, I actually don't think I've ever seen this module before. It's fine, I guess. I don't know that I would ever put that on a ship, but it's cool to still be seeing new stuff, right? So what is this scout ship going to do? The scout ship needs to somehow get out of Sophon space here. Maybe the thing we want to do is head to Nakar, probably like this, for maximum safety. And then once we're there, we can try to figure out what's at the end of these other star lanes. I don't think there's a better way to get around. I'm worried about getting killed, obviously. But maybe like the best thing to do would be to go through Area Quatis. No, we're gonna try to go to Nakar through free space. Alright, we'll probably have that either next turn or the turn after. Kura's still working on a thing. We don't need those colony ships right this second. Here, however, we should definitely launch these. Hey, what's going on with all these pirate ships? Because these guys aren't related to that quest. They'd be glowing if they were. And also, the pirate groups for that quest are always 2 ships. So I'm not sure what's going to happen here. We might get attacked when we try to put down this outpost. If we do, we'll have to build a ship or 2 up here or something. Okay. Well, they didn't do anything. Weird. It's a weird thing. It's a weird thing that's happening there. Alright, what diplomatic options do I have? I'm being told I have stuff with you. I could tell you guys to buzz off. I don't really want you to do that. We're friends. It's fine. Also, border friction in our favor, thanks to our incredible amount of influence output. The thing that we now have, an incredible amount of influence output. Ursa is doing 173 per turn. Yep, that's pretty alright. What's the system trade value here? 9? That's not bad. Yeah, let's go ahead and throw this up. That'll be if we can get this place to level 4, this is a great place to build autonomous administration to take it off of the overcolonization threshold, since the industry level is high enough to actually finish it. It's a problem that you sometimes have with autonomous administration. Alright, obviously I want to grab cancer, but I think we need to wait a little bit on that. I do not think it is safe to go for it. So 6554. I mean, my impulse is to go to the huge lava world, right? And from there we can build out to the other places. We can ship population from Nakar if we have to. We're shipping from Owentho, really? Isn't Owentho super far away? Yeah, that food ship will never arrive. Nakar has enough food. Don't be silly. Okay, ships will be a little smaller, but that's... We can definitely land 2 ships on Warden from Nakar much, much faster than we could get 1 ship from Owentho to Warden. Alright, we got a lot of stuff going on here. There's a battle at Novarus. At where? Okay, here, yes. That is a retreat. It's a retreat-type battle. There's pirates everywhere, it turns out. Oh, we left 1 of them alive. Alright, next turn. Oh! Our 20 approval from that event ended. Great. Great, wonderful stuff. Oh boy. So he's on the car. 10%. I'm sure 20 plus 5% is better than 10%, right? There's no way Nakar is outputting a ton of industry or influence. Yeah. Yeah, wow, it's a lot better. Oh, sorry, not you. You need to gain a large, flat amount of industry. Influence. I don't know why I keep doing that. And Enpas Leba. Turns out approval. Very important at this time in our empire. Okay, we have the Bagaba quest here. The Bagaba people of your empire are flourishing, but behind that fact lurks a serious philosophical question. Who, if anyone, is controlling the actions of these rocky life forms? Your scientists agree that Bagaba lack individual biological consciousnesses. They're simply rocks, whose movements and actions are directed, puppet-like, by the geological supercomputer that is their home planet. But the Bagaba don't feel like they're being controlled, and this disconnect has caused a kind of spiritual crisis among them. Cases of anxiety, depression, and suicide are skyrocketing. That's a bad pun. This is not a good time for puns. Can rocks have souls? So have a religious law active at some point for a little bit of extra influence from your Bagaba, or... Okay, I'm gonna take this one, because ecologist laws, and we're definitely, like, the ecologists will certainly be represented in our government. Religious, I don't think the religious party will be, right? No, the religious party is the only one that has functionally no chance of being in the government. So yeah, we made the right choice there. Horatio. Okay, here on Nakar. Oh hey, I missed a place where we should definitely have Slag and Sludge running. And then we're not happy enough for the National Museum to actually have an effect. What we probably need is microwave pipes. So, like, we have this other beautifier, but I don't think I want to send it out yet, because, you know, as long as we're still at war with the Sophons, who knows what'll happen. I think, actually, we will pursue truce with them after Hidel is down. I don't think it's worth maintaining the war for the moment. We can focus on grabbing new worlds, and then go back to war with them when we need to, if we need to. So you guys are doing your thing. The siege ships don't actually need to be here anymore, probably. So I'm going to send them down here. We can start burning this place out while the minor faction ships keep it under control. Did I get all the curiosities here? It looks like there are no curiosities here to get. So what is your job, little scout ship? I haven't been putting my scouts on Auto Explorer because I was worried they would just run like into the Sophons and then get murdered. But since it looks like we're going to be pursuing peace with the Sophons soon, I think that's probably okay to start doing. I wonder if our infrastructure will still be here. Looks like probably not. I guess we packed everything up when we left. Oh, no, wait a second. No, that turned into a colony immediately, not an outpost. I was looking for the little bar. There is no little bar, because this is an outpost. Or this is a colony. Okay, so none of the buildings are left, but there were enough ruins that we didn't have to completely rebuild from scratch. Alright, well, I'm going to rush drone networks so that we can start to develop the system again. It's definitely, by the way, still right to have abandoned this when we did. The fact that we eventually came back to it, I don't think invalidates that earlier decision at all. Alright, and you two... Oops, that's not what I wanted. This. Split these into two different fleets, and then we can have them run for these two systems. The two that get built next turn will take Mira and Othero. Yeah, it's actually not going to take very many turns at all to do this. We're definitely not interested in an alliance, but we can do cooperation protocol without being allied, right? Oh, maybe not. I thought we could do it if we were at peace. Did I finish that tech yet? Yeah, I totally did, right? Yeah, it looks like you and the other empire will gain an incremental boost depending on each other's main population. Yeah, so this doesn't say on it that you have to be allied.
Something else.
But maybe you do. It looks like it is required, because I can't imagine what else we would be missing. You want a trade agreement? That sounded negative. Okay. That's fine. I don't actually need it. Alright, let's keep going, I guess. I don't think we have anything else of terrible import to do today, or this turn. Really eager to have a government again. Also really eager for this to be over. Alright, blitz them. Hidel is ours.
How dare you threaten the Empire?
I didn't do that. I didn't threaten you. He's just perpetually mad. He's just an angry person. Okay, that stuff's all coming along. Still have a lot of building to do in some places. Remarkably, we're actually ecstatic here, but let's try to cap that off. And then, yeah, science. I suppose. I don't see much point in doing anything else here. Our resource outputs are not such that we need to be... we should probably do a planet specialization. But, like, our resource outputs here are not such that I think it's terribly important to get the microwave pipes up. It's you know what, I was, for some reason, briefly, thinking that the microwave pipes gave a percentage boost to our outputs. No, it's a population-based boost, which means actually we should totally build this here. In fact, I'm going to make it a fairly high priority. We're going to need more influence. I know that that currently doesn't look like it's going to provide any, but, you know, we'll fix it. As soon as our new government kicks in, things are going to be very different in terms of approval. I think for right now, what's our population split here? We have some pilgrims. So I don't actually know how the genetic alteration lab works. Like how it picks which population point will be expended. So I think for right now we're not going to do that because the pilgrims are the ones that I would like there to be more of. We can send off a bunch of this Hiroshima population somewhere. In fact, we can send off all of it to Nakar. Nakar has room to grow. And can shunt some of the population from itself to Warden, which is more what I'm thinking. It's just that we can't send bodies to Warden yet because it's not actually a colony. Yeah, get me some food. Get me exploration of these. In fact, I'll buy that. Are you gonna not take over the super good lava world? Sometimes I just don't know what the AI's thinking. Alright, get these planets. We'll figure you out from there. And everybody else is doing important stuff. Ah, yes, Deneb, right. I did buy out the thing I told them to build. Well... yeah, alright, that's somewhat valuable. A point of Horatio population will generate here in 29 turns. I'm going to send 3 Horatio over from the capital. Just get this place kick-started a little bit. Okay. Now we're ready. No, we're not. I'm no longer worried about ships in the backfield, about vaulters showing up to reclaim what used to be theirs. So with that, we should head on to clearing out these pirates. Split you guys over here, and then once we have the pirates cleared, we will start moving in force down to Nakar, which will be the forward staging ground for potentially a massive invasion of the Sophons, should such a thing become necessary. I'm a little worried about taking the peace now. I think maybe we should wait until the vaulters are formally dead, or at least until we have these systems under control, so that I know they can't. The Argosy is not just gonna appear somewhere and put down. Yeah, we'll give that a turn or two. At least until we have outposts on all of these worlds. That's gonna be the line. I'm feeling pretty good about this. All right, never mind, let's do the peace.
Speak.
Sorry, not talking to you. Truce. Yeah, and in addition to this, give me... I don't know, give me a colony. Give me something cool. What's a good colony? What's something we could ask them for? Like Oshi or Essa. Let's see if they'll do one of those trades.
We know not what game you play.
No, we're not doing that.
Is there something else we can do?
Because they're afraid of us, right? But maybe they're not this afraid. Let's see. And Essa? You guys drive a hard bargain. That's real good. I'm pretty happy about that. Okay, a lot of problems just got solved all at once there. Alright, so let's send the new colonizers out. Move these ships off of this island, Nakar. You know, I'm gonna split them, I think. Or maybe I should have moved them together so that they just both go to Corvus. Alright, let's have a look at what we gained. Well, one thing we gained is some Sophon population, and I don't actually know what we will get from splicing them. I mean, science, obviously, but... Nope, just science. Nothing more complicated than that. Okay. What's the population bonus? Obviously, plus 15% science output, and a huge reduction on technology costs. God, Sophons are really well-suited to that one victory type, aren't they? We also picked up a bunch more amoebas, meaning that we're not that far off of the amount of amoebas that we would need to splice again and gain another huge amount of food on our Horatio population. Alright, let's grab here predictive logistics. That'll be a good 60 science. I guess I'm not going to change these planet specializations. They're fine. Did we have Ampler before? I don't think we did. The Ampler give industry dust. Yeah, dust output then. We're not going to get to see any new laws here. Okay, I was going to say, why do we have law slots in our government? Can I run laws during anarchy? But no. We're not going to see any new minor faction-based laws. Well, that's cool. This game, but I do want to try to reveal more of those. We're definitely going to have more population-conscious play from now on. I feel like my eyes have been opened. We could probably afford to go for exoscience stations. I guess it doesn't really matter what the specialization is here. And then, yeah, microwave pipes, right? We have 21 population on this system. That seems reasonable. We also need to check out ESSA, which is, yeah, mostly amoebas, not a big surprise. An uncolonized gas giant. Well, why don't we make fixing that our first priority? Who else needs orders? Owentho. Good old ecstatic Owentho. What's the population breakdown here? Okay, I don't actually value either of these population types, as crass as that is to say, so let's just fix them all. Don't worry, we'll save you from the horror of what you have been born. It's possible we're the bad guys in this story. Just want to awaken everybody to that possibility. What is the Behemoth Song Anomaly doing exactly? Okay. So, yeah, we'll just put down on the jungle. We get pretty close to maximum industry output for the system, but also there's just a lot more food, and we start pulling in Transvine immediately. No sense in boosting either of these, because again, it's incoming colony ships are going to be good enough without the boost to that. Here we have 186, 178. Okay, yeah. Place with reasonable industry output and very good food. Also, just really nice looking. I wouldn't want to live on a planet like this. Entirely too sunny. How are you going to send population ships from Ursa? Like, what is the plan? Can we not bring them in from Kurha? Kurha doesn't have a huge amount of food. You know what? I'm totally willing to spend the dust here. I don't know that a colony ship's going to reach in time. And the food output of the planet is actually okay. We'll spend the dust to cut 12 turns off of that. I don't think that the first population ship from Earth is going to get here in 12 turns, and population ships from anywhere closer are going to be small enough that I don't even want to bother. Okay, so over here on lores... yeah, kind of the same deal. Good industry available from the Mediterranean planet. Here we don't have the money for the boost. Ships are coming from Bereus. That's pretty far away. This would double the incoming food from the ships. You know, I think it's going to be alright. It's pretty far away. It's going to take a while for that one to actually settle, but... Can they not come from Cross? Cross is not producing that much food, I suppose. But also, it doesn't need food for growth. I'm gonna change the ships here to coming from Cross. Less food, but a lot faster. Actually, do I know that it's less food back in? Yeah, you know, it's actually fine. Alright, so we have ships moving toward all the pirate systems. Oh yeah, you need to inhabit Mira. Well, it's going to be pretty hard to beat Seismic Activity World, I think. Yeah, at least we have bonus happiness on Hot Worlds. So these ships are also coming in from Beerus. That can't be the best place to get them. Wento's already sending ships out to somewhere, right? Yeah. Kurha doesn't have a lot of food, but even, like, it's so much closer. Yeah, Mira's going to get its ships from Kurha. It doesn't matter that they'll be a lot smaller. They're going to come in so fast. And actually, not really that much smaller. And if Kurha loses a little bit of population, it's not a big deal, because they'll regrow quickly. Alright, I think this coming turn should be the establishment of the new government, right? Okay. Our first vote. Well, I'm going to throw my official support behind the Ecologist Party. I do not think it makes sense to spend any effort, any resources on cheating, especially since I think there's going to be an election next turn. Yeah, I probably my support was pretty immaterial. We have so many Horatio in our empire, and they're so ecology focused. We can skip this. It's going to be... Oh! Okay, I have to admit to being a little surprised. I assumed it was going to be ecologist, militarist. But we might have some weird stuff going on in our empire. Like, we have so many different population types. Some of them are getting industrial focus from military events or something. You know, there's a lot of reasons that this might have gone down this way. So, we have acquired the all hands dictum, which is fine. Honestly, I'm not even that concerned about it. Like, I don't know for sure that we'll run this. New colony, on the other hand, we will definitely run, because we are certainly about to acquire a bunch of new colonies, and we can really use that approval. So this is no longer the special Horatio dictator version of Hardship Ready, which gives you free approval. Okay, Senator Bob Act is available and probably will be run. Hold on, where are we at approval-wise now? We are at Devoted. Yeah, bringing ourselves closer to the over-colonization threshold has really helped. That said, we're not going to be like that forever. Hold on. We have so many notifications here. So this event ended. Oh, good. 10 dust from each of our systems. It's actually like a pretty large amount of dust. We have a lot of systems. This just started, which is awesome. And is part of the reason that we're okay. This is happening. 20% of food is converted into dust. This will give us a lot of extra dust. Yeah, wow. Did you see that number go up? We have a lot of food. We're just making an awful lot of food. You are on Rigel. Dude, I do not even... Which system is Rigel? Take me there. Okay, this one. I know where things are by position in our empire, not so much by name all the time. So we could increase the output of resource nodes even more here. I don't know that that's actually super valuable. Let's grab some approval. Because remember, even though we're happy now, we are not going to stay this happy. We are going to keep expanding.
What is your objective?
Yep, okay. We are not becoming an alliance. It's just not happening. Alright, we're about to really turn up the siege on this planet. We have a lot more manpower coming in. There's also pirate ships just sitting here. Why don't you stop there and kill pirates? This shuttle should probably Get back to the place it just got chased out of. Show up with friends. It was a retreat to arms, you understand. Let's do a little bit of exploration. You're just in defense mode. Nope, never mind, you're not. You're clearing out pirates. Right, I forgot. Okay, so as we start picking up new colonies, as these outposts become colonies, we're going to see massive overlapping approval boosts. So I guess we really only need to get that far. Rigashi is not a reasonable place for you to call in food from. How about... Arcturus and Lena will have a hard time... That's probably an I, right? Because it's capital. Arcturus and Aina will probably have a hard time delivering food given the presence of this pirate world, but we can pull from Oshi. We probably can't, actually. Oshi's in kind of a state right now. You know what, I'm gonna have them come in from Arcturus. We can probably protect the ships. We have the pirate world blockaded and everything. Okay, so... yeah, growth and growth and growth. Alright, so we have access to level 4 system, whatevers. Level 4 system developments. You know what I mean. Wealth of the Endless would take 18 turns. There might be 18 turns left. I'm wondering if we could get a bigger benefit out of something else. We could get access to another law slot. Even faster movement for the colony ships. You know what? That actually probably makes this worthwhile by itself. Increased movement for ships bringing food to the colonies, to the outposts, to make them into colonies, rather. Alright, also, our government. Let's govern. Remember governing? So we're devoted right now. For the moment, we definitely need to put this on, before I forget. And then, for the moment, I'm debating, like, is green fertility build the way to go again? It's awfully good. And right now, it is not the case that we need to adjust our approval, so we'll go for the Senator Bob Act when it becomes necessary to, but for now, let's just get resources. Hasn't steered us wrong so far. Okay, is there anything else? Yeah, there are a ton of worlds finished building. Borers guilds are going to be really valuable in a lot of places. We're on a lot of sterile worlds. This is considerably more expensive, but what's our rate of income on these? Okay. 10 and 10's not really that bad, actually. I'm not going to worry about it for right now, though. Zubin has a ton of stuff left to do. I'm not going to bother specializing that. So we don't need the approval. I might want to save this for places where we do, but also running this here gets us closer to excluding this system from the overcolonization cap by making it level 4. Well, we definitely want to do this. Yeah, alright. Do both of those things. Here on Ursa, we'll just insert a quick Borers Guild. We'll do the same thing on Bereus. And actually... yeah, that's enough output to be worth doing. Okay, oh, we need another colony ship. Well, you're about to be done with the thing you were building. Wow, 3 turns, huh? I mean, what am I... it's gonna take 3 turns just to catch up to the end of our queue here. Yeah, fine, 3 turns. Not ideal, but probably faster than getting it from Nakar and actually running it over here, I think. Plus, I don't really want to disturb Nakar's build. Oh, hey, oh no, okay. It generated an influence sphere right away, so I was like, oh man, was there already the ruins of a colony here? But no, it just, for some reason, does that in some places and not others. Timos, way over here. Boy, I don't remember this system at all. Well, predictive logistics is going to be pretty good here. Alright, so are we actually going to have another immediate election? Oh, you know what? The election's at the end of turn 100, not the beginning. So it'll be a second either way. Alright, that's running down quickly. This is not running down so quickly. Does this fleet actually have manpower? Yeah, okay, it has an alright amount. Those pirates bailed out pretty quickly. A little too quickly. We probably don't need that, but also the other stuff he has available at this tier, not amazing. Yep, just sit here and burn them. Okay, this is that scout ship. Ensure that population from minor systems increases dramatically. Well, the rewards for this are basically nothing, and also I'm not 100% sure there will be 20 more turns in the game. We'll see. I might be able to do better than that, right? So we haven't actually gotten very many new worlds. Pretty much just the stuff we took from other people. Is a lot of outposts not yet becoming colonies. I still don't know what this is, but for now, I guess don't mess with it. These ships are cravers. They're threatening us, so we should probably respond to that by building some ships ourselves. What are we looking at here? A lot of smalls, a couple of mediums with missile weapons and energy shields. Well, it turns out we have a plan for dealing with this sort of thing. Yeah, we'll finish the modernization. Even if they did attack Ursa, it would take a long time for them to actually conquer it because Ursa has a ton of population for conscription and a fairly strong garrison. I guess it's not as strong as I was hoping when I clicked. When I clicked, I was hoping I was going to see a better number than that. Not really based on anything, just hope, like I say. Alright, so do we have another election? We do. Well, I still support the Ecologist Party, just as I did minutes ago. Yeah, that's an alright law. I don't know that we will, I don't think we'll run it. Although I guess we did just gain a law slot, didn't we? Okay. Stuff's going on. We're being attacked everywhere. Pirates, and pirates. Okay. All perfectly normal. This is still not happening. Oh. I did a thing. Plus 50% diplomatic pressure. Cool. That deed was not visible to us until just now. It became active because we got up here, and we immediately completed it, because we have a billion Horatio population. Yes, because the vaulters have been removed from the game. Alright, we got births, we got deaths. I need people to delegate handling that report too. So you're on Kurha. Yeah, sure. More food for Kurha, right? Because it still has... it doesn't really have population slots left, actually. Okay, we've been attacked in an additional place. I'll deal with all these attacks in a second. Most of these are just places where we're going to tear through pirates like tissue paper, so I'm not, obviously not terribly concerned. Here on Ying, we could still use some approval. We might want to actually build the Wellbeing Foundation. I guess we can wait until Colonial Rights is finished to make that decision. Here on Andromeda, we have a number of basic science structures yet to get. Let's modernize a little bit first. Over on Kurha, which I was just looking at, we are ecstatic. We don't really need to build anything. We have access to these obelisks now, and you know what? Actually, completing an obelisk is still not terrible. Like, it's not just for the victory type. It is actually a good building as well. But I'm certainly not going to spend 23 turns and all of that stuff. I don't know, Planet Cracker Factory? Like, I don't want a genetic alteration away my pilgrims, or maybe I do. Maybe it doesn't matter. Yeah, we're not going to hit... It doesn't matter in the sense, though, that, like, it's not going to make a difference to the speed of our victory, how these worlds are populated. We're sort of beyond that point. Our victory is mostly going to be based on how quickly we can get all of these colonies established. So this has to happen. Yeah, we still have some fighting to do. Nakar probably needs to produce another ship or two. Actually, probably what it needs to produce is some of these. Alright, and that's all of those dealt with. We do also need to make some other decisions here. That's not necessary. You know what? I'm going to turn on the Senator Bob Act. We are going to be happy. Damn it. Okay. So we had a number of systems, you know, Empire-wide approval was fine. We had a number of systems that were still kind of crummy. Once the new colony approval starts kicking in, we can probably change that to something that's a little bit more yield-focused. We need a new research. This is the one that I would, if we were going for an endless tech, this is the one I would want. That doesn't have very much value for us. This is fine. How expensive is that building? 4480 and 25 quadronics. Okay, never mind. Some really large... food converted into industry when population is at max. You don't say. That sounds good. You know what? No, we're just going to go toward Power the Endless. A research that is just 20 approval on all systems is pretty great for us. If we're still working on winning the game, we might actually need that at that point. Ooh, look at this system. Holy crap. Alright, that probably is a battle that we will eventually lose. So, pirates at Corvus. Laser/bullet pirates. Yeah. Power to the shields. I'm a medium, they're 3 smalls, you know? It's gonna be like that in a lot of places. These ships want to be at long range as much as possible. Okay, a decisive victory, but not without some cost. Yeah, these battles should be very, very straightforward. It's just the ones where we're using minor faction ships where we have a real chance of losing stuff. Okay, so... multiple pirate fleets at Novarus, but it's dealt with. And here at Kochab, it's 2 different groups of pirates, which is actually going to make this super good for us. Because I bet we'll kill these guys without actually taking any damage. Yep. Which means that we get to kill the second group just as easily. Okay, so now we have a bunch of empty pirate systems. How many of these do we have to take? Where am I at here? We're at 21. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we'd be at 29 once all of our... So we still have to take 3 more systems. This'll be one of them, and then Novarus and Bundus will solve it for us, right? It's just a matter of actually getting them settled. We probably want to wait a little while on this because we don't actually have a lot of manpower to drop on this planet. I have no idea why these guys are still over here. Probably because I totally forgot about them. So Bundus will be available pretty soon. Novarus we're just going to overwhelm with brute force. That's why I sent so many ships there. Because we only had so many siege vessels, right? Wow, they sure are outputting pirate ships at an incredible rate over here. I think I might politely ask What's-His-Face to leave my space. Alright, so, with that... Oh, that's right. These ones rated at 50 are because they're outposts. With that, we should start seeing some sharp rises in approval. Yeah, plus 25 from recently colonized systems. That's going to stack every time we get a colony completed. Holy crap, so many systems finish building stuff. Why? Why did so many systems finish building things on the same turns? There's probably stuff that I could build here that would be a little bit more effective, huh? Alright, we don't really care about those messages. So the quest started, Art for Amoeba's Sake. While the amoeba have always been connoisseurs of art and culture, their passions have recently been inflamed by the discovery of unusual artistic forms from archaeological sites. Sonic art, emotive art, and radiant art are new forms based on very, very old works. Now they are eagerly seeking all sorts of ruins and luxuries anywhere they can find them. So search 59% of the galaxy to find other art forms. They just picked the number that is 10 above ours. Possess at least 9 influence buildings. I mean, none of this stuff matters, right? And it's all just ways to get extra food on your amoebas. This is the most generic bonus, and I don't care about this. Let's be honest, I don't care about this. At this point, industry is way more important than science for us, just as a general rule here. You're on Cross. Cross is currently sending out population vessels, or food vessels rather, so I think it makes sense to increase the amount of food we're getting. I guess just sit here and prevent other ships from getting out and harassing us? Let's see, we have 10 population. Desperately in need of food and approval. Yep, we're just going to sit on that for another turn or two. We need to start a fight here. Get rid of these pilots, or these pirates, so that we can make a landing. And yeah, between these fleets, I imagine we have quite a bit of manpower. Oh, this one's totally empty. This one's totally empty, and okay, that one's full. Yeah. We can do this through just brute force. We're way better suited to these battles than they are. It's not really possible for pirates to get tech, so we are probably going to want to, over here, produce 2 more beautifiers. Because remember, we don't take control of pirate colonies or anything. The pirates don't really have colonies. Once we wrest these worlds away from pirate control, they'll just be empty. So we'll need to come and colonize them properly. Tons and tons of systems need orders. This is... yeah, AI labor's not great here. I guess approval is actually the most important thing. Oh, never mind. The system's already ecstatic. Approval is really like one of the few ways that these systems can still affect other systems. Just dragging the Empire approval level upward. Over here on Nuln, we're already ecstatic. We are not completely full of citizens, though. And on Calum, first of all, I should remember to modernize a little bit everywhere that I can. And we're not that happy at all here. Let's do these. Could I build, we should probably throw predictive logistics above those. And actually, AI labor is also quite good here. Okay. Did I miss one? I did, somehow. Oh, this is the one that just became a colony this turn. So, we want to get drone networks and food. Yeah, get drone networks and food, and we'll figure it out after. Too many ships in the sky for me. I really wish there were not so many people all up in my empire. Oh, that's a population ship moving to Nakar, probably. I was really hoping that was a food ship completing lores. Oh, we did complete Warden, though. Which is good, because we're about to need to send ships from... Warden was taking ships from Nakar, right? Alright, let's see here. What makes the most sense out of these planets? Yeah, that looks pretty good. 22 industry. None of them have any food to speak of, so... Not like we'll actually build anything here. Alright, let's just... Regashi is not a good place to get your food from. Hold on a second. Where... Yeah, Cancer's getting food from Arcturus, so Nakar's food is open now. Also, Essa, but Essa has less of a surplus. Yep, Nakar. Okay. And that'll be enough that it will probably complete instantly. You know what? We have the influence to spend. Let's just make sure. Double the amount that comes in on that food vessel. Yep, here we just keep blitzing them, because boy oh boy do we have a lot of manpower here. Pirate lair was destroyed. And yeah, we'll just sit here and defend this until these ships show up. How much manpower do we have here? Enough. Okay. Well, that was easy. We probably waited too long. Honestly, we could have probably just attacked that as soon as the first big fleet showed up. Yep, growth and growth and growth. So Warden's going to need some basic orders. Probably that's enough to hold us to the end of the game on that. And Empire-wide approval is starting to get pretty good. I'll let one more outpost turn into a colony before we refigure the government. Oh, Murgashi needs something to do. You know what? Just everybody's Horatio. Everybody's Horatio, always, forever. I gotta say, I'm surprised at how successful our military campaign was, given how little military tech we actually picked up. The Vaulters just got themselves in a really ugly place. I'm not even really sure how. Suppose you guys could go and help with this? It might end up being fast. It might end up being expedient to take, Corvus? Yeah, take Corvus there. Okay, we could use food. Another colony. That should put us in a pretty great place, Empire approval-wise, yeah. But, you know, as long as we still have a bunch of places that are low, I guess it doesn't really make sense to change up our government too much. I think all of this extra approval is getting something accomplished. Ah, is he auto-exploring? He is. He is auto-exploring all the way over into Craver space from here. He's going to be in free space for 23 turns. We are making moves. So population gained. Oh, we got a collection bonus. We hit 10 remnant, I guess. Again, after having spliced them previously. Poor Deneb. It's just... no matter what, always and forever, just going to be kind of a crappy system. Hold up. Are those Craver vessels still in orbit? Some of them are. Well, I mean, we'll just hang here and wait. If they want to attack us, they'll have to devote some effort to it at least now. I don't know, just go back to science? Yeah, you're ecstatic, you're refilling your population, you've refilled your population. It says one growth. It says growth in one turn, but there's no room to grow. This is weird. But yeah, not much else to do over there. Yeah, this is going to end up being considerably faster than building 4 monuments. That is for sure. Another colonization. I'm not going to worry about that boost anymore.
What game?
Still no. What is that? What is our empire population right now? 288. We have 187 Horatio. We have more of just our main population type this game than I've had in my entire empire in most other games. Maybe every other game I've ever played. This is... if this is not record population, it's certainly at least very close. Boy, I could not care less about this. It's just... it's popping up a little bit too late, you know? We don't really need the approval from the level 3 modernization here. As this would provide us a little bit of extra industry, but honestly... hey, this system's pretty much done. And we got a new hero who we don't really need. Again, I don't think it's possible for any of these to have any effect on the game at this point, because I believe all that we're waiting for is for food ships to arrive and turn outposts into colonies, right? So I guess give me the Epistis because I think it's cool to have an Epistis hero. Hey, that's neat. Right? And then, I don't know, you can be the governor of Oshie? I guess we should actually look at this hero's skills. What were your starting skills? I did not actually look at them. 10 food per anomaly on colonized planet. Okay, so one of the systems that we've acquired recently that didn't have the benefit of our glorious growth this whole time, but that actually has some curiosities. Yeah, you know what? That's not bad. Help them. Teach them. Pick this up too, because of the coral reefs. Alright. So let's see. Right, tons and tons of systems which need tons and tons of orders. As you can tell, I have some micromanagement issues. Once my empire gets beyond a certain size, I don't want to be manualing everything, but also I have such concerns about the game's AI that I also don't want to put things on automatic because I'm afraid that the automatic thing will make really, really bad choices. It's tough to not want to do things, but also be afraid that you can't assign tasks to the AI. Suppose we could probably get that little boost to our industry output before building the food structure. Okay. Alright, so we need these to resolve, because I need food shipments from the planets near here to be available to us again. Okay, so at this point, we're only settling for food. So, of course, we're settling systems where there is no food on any of the planets. Well... So we just need... Like, Kalem or Nalin makes sense. What do shipments from Kalem look like? 40? That's pretty bad. 142 and we'll boost them. Yeah, that'll get it done. And here... 2 food, 1 food. Okay, guess it doesn't really matter then. 2 food. Hey, look at that. We explored half the galaxy. Those auto-explore ships are getting stuff done. And here, we want to bring food in from... Hidel, maybe? Hidel, Mira, or Timos? Those are all pretty long. Actually, could we get our food from Nakar? I know that there's food ships going from Nakar to Primus, but would this be... If we did try to pull food from Nakar, it still would be a significant amount, right? Yeah. We'll just double it to make sure the first ship is the only ship we need. Guys can go over here and participate in this reasonless siege. And here... We have no reason to... we have no reason to sit here on a toxic planet. We can fix at least some of our worlds, to show people that I sort of care. So, as it stands right now, we are showing 25 of 32, and... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 outposts. Okay, all we need to do is wait for these food ships to arrive and we're good. Go forth and auto-explore. You guys are good, just hover. Okay, let's merge these two together and now they'll stop asking for orders because their ship is capable of doing the guard action because now it has a gun in it. I'm going to do the same thing over here, actually. There you go. So yeah, like I'm saying, I don't think that there's anything we can really do at this point to accelerate things. It's just a matter of waiting for the ships to arrive. We are offered a quest by the Remnant. Oh yes, this thing with the gun. Sorry to say this, guys, but sort of whatever. Listen, it's not that your happiness doesn't matter to me. Except that it literally does not matter to me. Alright, an alliance was formed. Riftborn and Sophons. Okay. They're going to find that they're a little bit too slow. And you know what? We're actually on track for a pretty fast victory here. I'm surprised by how quickly this sort of spiraled out into a much better thing. Yeah, wow. I just build, I don't know, something. Build some stuff for a while. 9 turns ought to be more than there are left in the game, I think. Giving people orders. Trying to make sure that I don't get asked for orders again next turn. And, like, we could rush all these buildings, but what's the point? It doesn't actually affect our victory at all. I think, in general, the ships are already in the air. It's just a matter of them arriving. Like, this is the food ship that's headed for Novarus, I think, that just spawned. So that should be... Yeah, when this lands, I think we probably will win. Actually, the ship's going to Primus will take a little bit longer. I think this is one of our food ships. It's just that it got stopped by the fact that these guys are in guard mode. Oh, hey, there's a system right there. Man, the AI makes no effort at all to clean up pirate bases, huh? Oh, hey, I did it. Cool. Yep, also, we did that, of course. Alright, a Cold War is Whatever. It's acceptable. I'm going to split a gun off from this fleet and merge it into those siege ships. Pirates are basically dead already. Oh my god, how did so many systems all finish what they were doing? We're going to assign Planet Cracker to all of them. Again, just so that we can tap end turn a couple of times and not have it constantly be pinging at me. I guess that's really what I should have been doing. The last couple of times I was just assigning to get orders in the queue. Yeah, because see, it slows me down very slightly. It's going to ask me to press the button twice. I can't be pressing the button twice all the time. So yeah, this food ship, I think this is our ship. It's going to head out this turn. So we're probably only a turn or two off of Primus being settled. Yeah. Based on the amount of movement there, probably one. This looks like it's maybe 2 or even 3 turns of transit. 5, you're, I don't know, a ship guy. Get a point of ship skill. I mean, we should look at these just in case they do matter. Yep, 5 approval on all systems. Good stuff. And most of the rest of these are not actual like notifications we have to care about. It is possible that we could have an event come up that would require an actual choice that we have to think about, but not terribly likely. Somebody is quote-unquote close to achieving another victory. I guess Bundes needs to finish as well. Yeah, those are the only 3, though. So Bundes will definitely finish next turn, or that ship will get to Bundes, which I think will finish it next turn. We'll hit Primus next turn. Novarus is 2 turns out at least. In Endless Legend, there was a key you could hold, a modifier, or a pair of modifiers that you could hold that would queue up something in all of your production queues. I don't believe that is the case in this game, but if it is, hey, somebody please remind me what it is. Because there are definitely situations like this where I would love to just I would love to just do 2 clicks, put Planet Cracker Factory on for everybody infinitely, and not have to worry about it again. So we might have been able to speed this up a little bit by just taking some stuff from the Sophons, but then I also would have had to worry about, you know, their ships running around and disrupting our control of the middle and everything. Oh hey, we helped. That's crazy, considering that the vast, vast majority of the births in our empire during that time were Horatio. Alright, so this ship, the colony ships show up, and then they deliver the food on the next turn. So these 2 planets should both, or these 2 systems should both become colonies on this coming turn. I think. I think we are delivering enough food. Yep, there's Bundes. And Primus. And hey look, somebody controls the Academy. We did it, everybody. We finally got there. Being attacked by pirates. It's just, you know... This is our fate as Galaxy Police. So we defeated many pirates. We got a lot of colonies finished. And are we at 31? We are indeed. So if this ship is carrying enough food, which I am 100% sure it is, we are about to win the game. 113 is pretty sharp. You know what? I don't care. I know they don't have any orders. Let them bask. Just sit and think about the glory, the wonder of the thing that we've done here. Also, let them enjoy the final victory cinematic. In just a second. In just moments. Feel the anticipation. Keep feeling the anticipation. Just keep thinking about it. Think about how much you're enjoying it. Here we go.
Brought me closer to perfection. Smarter. Shrewder, stronger. Now, with the old gods dead, it is time to seek a new god. It is time for all to worship. Horatio.
At the very moment the cinematic started, I tried to take a drink of my Dr. Pepper and choked on it. So apologies for the part of that I wasn't fast enough to mute. But yeah, that turned around really quickly. A couple of people in the comments had been saying that I was undervaluing food, undervaluing population growth, and I think this game is pretty great proof that they were right. Because boy, we hit that point in the mid-game where all of a sudden we started having a birth every turn on multiple systems, and our ability to just decide how we wanted to win and make it a reality jumped up so sharply. So anyway, this is already kind of a long episode. I don't want to drag it out too much more. Suffice to say that I feel like every game in this series, this Return to Endless Space 2, I'm learning a new lesson. And hopefully at the end of this I will be a much, much better player than I was when I started. So that's going to be it for us for today. Thank you all so much for watching. Please, in the comments below, leave what you would like to see in the next game. We still haven't played as a couple of factions yet, so I'd like to play as one of the factions that we haven't done in this series. But beyond that, I don't really have any strong feelings. So yeah, suggestions, things you'd like to see, systems you'd like to see us play with, things you'd like to see us learn. Come back next time to see what the community has decided on, and we'll see you then.